everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. It's just me and John again this time. Number 92. And here we are.
Here we are, man.
Yeah.
It's always fun whenever we do them with people, but then there is always a sense of, like, the following one, it's a sense of, like, coming home.
Yeah.
Back to normal.
Forgotten what
Just
it was like.
A couple of guys being guys together.
It's nice and cozy now.
Yeah. We got the
Intimate.
screen back.
Got the screen back, yeah.
And I've got some stuff to show you, too. I don't know how quickly. There's one, I don't think we need to jump in right off the get-go. But I have some videos I want to show you.
You got a lot of stuff because
got
that's
a
what
few.
because we had last week and you had some and kind of had to log them for this week because we weren't going to do any last week. But
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well if you got something that you think will get my jollies
Something
off.
to
let's go ahead and
kind of get us in. Just kind
Yeah,
of
go ahead and
get
get
us
me
going real
going.
quick. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got you. Okay. So
Now, which one? You said you had one that you were really excited about.
yeah,
You
that
saving
one I
for
think we
later?
don't need to start with that one.
Mm-hmm.
But this is something I thought maybe you could help me out with
Yeah,
sometimes. Like this is a service that
service.
I
Huh?
might need sometimes.
Okay. Yeah.
So
All right. What is this? A horse?
yeah, this is a little horsey, and he's just a little gassy today,
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah. Okay.
And so sometimes you just need your buddies to help you out.
I know that feeling, buddy. Jesus Christ.
Look at his head. He's laying there like, oh, that.
Yeah, he is definitely feeling better after
Dude.
this.
Here, let me play it again because I had the playhead over his butthole, so you can see
Yeah.
his butthole.
Oh, it gives a little whoosh.
Look at his head.
That
He's
thing
laying
is
there like, oh, that.
gaping.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just
definitely
gassy,
feeling
you know.
better
A lot of
after
hay and grains.
Yeah, that's all he's eating. All
Yeah.
that fiber.
Yeah,
Just think about just eating bena fiber all day. That's what you're gonna
That's
produce.
kind of what you do.
It kind of is. That honestly, if this works, this could be something pretty cool to use.
Just press on your friends' bellies.
Yeah, because you know if you're like sitting around and like you're super gassy and maybe it's not all coming out.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah, so maybe you get like a massage down the tube, the intestines. You go the little roundabouts. Becomes more of an art, I would say, at
And-
that point.
into a fart.
Art fart.
Fart bar.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, that reminds me of something else. So we were at the beach this weekend,
Yep.
and we stayed away from other groups.
Plus,
Pretty
new studies out is almost impossible to catch it at the beach. So before you get on your little high horse out there.
So we were there. Josh dug us a hole on the beach that we sat in.
Mhm.
Shouts out Club Shaboobie.
Yeah.
But when we were on the way home, I was kind of hungry when you and I were heading back to Greenville.
Yeah.
And I was like, be on the lookout for maybe like a Joe's, Jimbo's crab drive-through or something.
Patties melt.
Well, no, because I wanted seafood.
Could be a seafood melt.
Yeah.
Tuna
I
melt.
was hoping for like some crabs.
Crab melt.
But we thought of a new business venture out of that.
Oh yeah, what'd we say? We can
Prawn Stars.
which is we didn't. There's definitely got to be a prawn star.
You would think. So
Yeah.
Prawn Stars is our new high-end, not even high-end, our new exciting seafood restaurant.
Yeah, stealing the premise from Pawn Stars, the
Exactly.
History Channel show.
So the menu's on the wall, and there's the price of whatever it is. You're getting
Yeah.
the captain's bucket.
Mm-hmm.
It's $31.
And we name it Bobby's Bucket.
Captain Bobby's bucket.
Nice.
Buckets.
Bucket o' buckets.
A
bucket
bucket of-
on buckets.
So it shows you the price, and you can or you have a menu at your table.
Yeah.
And if you're sitting there, you just order the food. Everything's like normal.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, you can be a plain Jane.
you can go up to the counter
Mm-hmm.
where the guys stand there, and you want Captain Bobby's buckets.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, I want to get Bobby's buckets.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, best I can do for you is 55.
Yeah. Start off high.
And you're
Always.
like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, I was thinking more in the realm of, like $10.
5 to 10. Yeah.
And no, listen, no, I got to get more than that.
Yeah.
I need at least $40.
And now I'm thinking it's high. This is only, I've been to a lot of places, and 15 is the max I'm going to be able to pay.
15. Well, listen, I got to at least make my money back. And
Things
things
you gotta
like
make your money back.
things like
Okay.
this aren't, super in demand. So here's what I'm going to do. Final offer.
Mhm.
I will give you Captain Bobby's Buckets of Buckets for $31.
$31. $31. 20 or I'm out.
31.
20 or
That's
I'm
the
out.
price on the wall. So that's the game. You wait for it
Well,
to get
I was hoping to get lower than the price.
No,
on the
you're
wall.
not a
So
hot-
this is one. So this is you just did the haggling back and forth and
fun.
and yeah, now you got but we did talk about in certain modes.
Yeah.
If you are really good at it or whatever,
You're
or
a
if we're in a
babe.
good mode, or if we're in a good mood, then you can get that down to maybe 28,
Could be.
25.
We got
even.
there's a little wiggle room.
Yeah.
And if you play the game right, you might get an actual deal.
Yeah. It's like that guy we saw on the beach that complimented Club Shabubi in the hole.
The old man.
I would have given him 20, 27
Yeah,
probably.
I would have probably given him a free drink too.
A free drink on top of the 27. Now we
but-
might as well just close down.
But he's
going
gonna
to
come back.
We're bleeding.
No.
money.
He's gonna
We're
come back.
bleeding.
I actually watched a video. This is boring stuff, but it's talked about opening businesses and restaurants and how you get people in and these different tricks people use, and that's we should do what I was just saying.
Okay.
Just trust.
We can do it at first.
Yeah, I mean you only do it to like new customers.
All right. I'm worried about the margins, but
Well,
see.
we'll let our margin guy worry about that.
Okay. We also, before we get too far, we got
Oh,
we
God,
got
yeah.
moonshine.
Yeah, so I don't even know if I want to say shouts out Josh on this one, but shouts out Josh. He brought some moonshine to the beach, and
He's got a friend that makes it, I
Makes it.
guess, but it's not. It's just straight moonshine.
heavens to beds.
It hit me harder than usual right there. Just like gasoline.
Yeah, I mean it's not the best, but thanks, Josh's friend. We cheersed, right?
Yeah, we
Okay.
cheers. We did a cheers. Clank scale.
Check this out.
Okay.
Tell me if you like this.
What is this? Is it? I saw one. There was a dog. Okay. I can drive a forklift.
Can
Have
you?
you seen
Oh,
me?
yeah,
Have you seen me? I
I've
can
seen
whip that thing around pretty good.
Well, I can ride a scooter, so maybe we can recreate this one
okay.
at a later date if you want.
Yeah. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Wow. She's dead. She is dead. She's a new person now. She doesn't remember her whole life anymore.
There's so many things. I've watched this 100 times. So obviously,
Ooh.
so she just
The
gets-
bag lands.
So the bag lands. That's
the
one
coolest
thing.
part.
See the bag flips. So
Yeah,
now watch that. The bag lands just perfectly.
Ooh.
Now he sees her.
Well, explain to people that.
Oh,
what
if
happened
you're just
not-
listening. So there's a guy. This appears to be somewhere
'cause
Asian.
There's no audio in this.
Yeah, there's no audio. So there's a guy just sitting on a forklift, kind of just on his phone, I think. And he looks up, and there's a lady on a scooter heading, and the
Yeah.
forklift is raised. So the
Yeah, it's
two-
probably made. The forks are maybe like 4 to 5 feet
yeah,
high.
something like that. And she just perfectly somehow doesn't see it.
Oh my
And I mean, it
God.
gets her. Where does that even get her?
Just in the forehead.
Look at this.
Just
Look at
right
this.
in the.
So it's kind of in the chin,
Yeah.
the chin
I
neck
mean,
area. It's almost a clean clothesline.
Almost an uppercut.
Yeah. So, but I think he saw her in enough time, Jerry, to
Let's
at
see,
least be
go
like,
back, go
duck.
back.
He sees her.
No.
She hits.
He
That's
didn't
a pretty
have
good
time.
beat.
He didn't
That's
have
a pretty
time.
long beat, though.
This video is what, 3 seconds? No,
Watch.
he doesn't have
Watch
time
when
to
he
do
looks
anything.
up.
Well, he's like, what in
Look,
that
watch when he looks
situation?
up. Duck. But then you know what happens? She would just look over and she'd get it on the side of the
Then
bed.
she probably would have died for real.
She's dead.
Yeah, she's still moving. I think
She
was-
doesn't feel good
No, she's
because I mean,
she was lobotomized from
Yeah.
that.
I mean, her chin got taken out, and then it wasn't exactly a gentle landing for the back of her head either.
Oh my god. Well,
And that's
Kinda
all
got,
her
kinda
weight.
got more of a back.
Back came after the head. See, there's nothing, head, back.
Hmm.
Oh, look at this. This is cool.
Well, hey, maybe she should have been wearing a helmet.
Maybe she should have been wearing a helmet, paying more attention. Maybe he should have said something. There's a
Yeah.
lot of factors. Maybe you shouldn't just be doing nothing with your forks raised up on your forklift.
It's interesting that she's riding a scooter in this industrial alleyway too.
Yeah, where
I'm
is
I'm
this?
starting to question her a little bit.
She's
to
might
be
be doing
honest.
something kind of seedy.
Yeah. So what's in that bag?
That's a good
What's in
question.
that
So maybe
bag?
he's just
I think
pull
that's-
off while
I
he's
think
got it.
I think the bag's the answer to
baby.
anything. To
Yeah.
everything.
Everything in the world.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's stem cells in there.
Stem cells?
Baby
No, in
fetuses.
China you can get stem cells off the street if you want to.
Not from certain kind of people.
You don't think so? Maybe it's her stem cells.
They steal the Olympic athletes' kids.
The Chinese
The
Olympics
Chinese.
athlete?
Yeah.
Well, as we know, they're producing super giant people.
Right.
So it could be that. It could be CRISPR in there.
That's CRISPR. That
That's
pink bag
CRISPR.
is CRISPR.
Or it could be. I don't want to say it. It could be the coronavirus.
The China virus?
The China virus.
The Kung flu.
China. Yeah, this is
I love this though.
I think that guy I don't think the guy's at fault at all.
No,
He
I
didn't-
mean he shouldn't have had
couldn't
have
done
had the
anything.
forks up.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think.
yeah.
But no, he didn't. I don't think he was doing anything malicious. by any means.
Forklifts, man, they're fun though.
You like him?
Yeah, because forklifts they rotate in the back,
Right.
so you can do like 360s, like
Mhm.
go in a circle, but like stay in place. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll show you one day.
Well, I used to drive a standing type of forklift. but
Standing?
It was, so you stood on it, and it was one thing.
Yeah.
And it was at my dad's furniture
I
store.
know what you're talking
and
about.
we would
yeah.
use it for carpet.
Okay.
Same premise, just instead of a fork, it's more of a.
How fast did it go?
You could probably get that thing downhill a good, I don't know.
Downhill?
Downhill, get it going maybe 15 miles an hour.
All right.
But, I mean, in the store, you couldn't get it up to full speed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3 miles an hour.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what we want to talk about. Like a fair amount of things happened because we actually went and did something for the first time in months.
Yeah.
And like we had an interesting drive there.
Oh, yeah.
We
gotta
had. I mean,
tell
like,
that
what
story.
do we want to get
Yeah,
into?
let's just recap the weekend.
Yeah, maybe let's recap the weekend, and yeah, maybe we can start with that. So, went to the beach where we left Thursday night.
Mm-hmm. I got off at like 6:30.
Yeah.
We left by like 7:15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we headed out. It's supposed to be 4 hour and 15-minute drive down to the old beach on the interstate, having a good old time, talking, laughing.
A lot of that.
Just
We dug into politics.
guys being guys. It starts getting dark.
Yeah, it did.
Getting closer and closer to the beach. Maybe 2.5 hours have passed at this point. 3 hours. I start zoning out a little bit.
But we pull off right at 10 to gas up,
Pull
and
off.
pee off.
You pull off.
I pulled you off and then went to the gas station
Yeah.
to clean up.
Yeah.
So at 10, when we pulled back on the interstate,
We entered
it
a
was
time
like
warp.
8 miles to the next thing. So
Mhm.
I just didn't look at it again. Next time I looked at it, it said like 6 miles. I was like,
Yeah.
that seems weird.
Yep.
But and then you were like, we might see south of the border. I was like, no, we're not. We're not going that far.
Yeah, south of the border is in North Carolina. We're going to a beach in South Carolina. We're in South Carolina. No need to go to North
Like,
Carolina.
we're not going to see south of the border. He's like, well, it said 1 mile. I was like, well, maybe we are.
Yeah.
We get there. When we left the gas station, our ETA was 11:20 p.m.
Yeah.
When we realized we were at south of the border and looked again, our new ETA was 12:20.
Yeah.
No, it was 11:30
something.
because it wasn't a full hour it added.
Yeah.
But it nearly added an hour.
45
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah. It shot up. It shot up
Like
pretty
that.
good.
Like,
And
how does
south-
6 miles do that?
I will say though, it is always kind of cool seeing south of the border though.
It's incredible.
Can you pull up a
Yeah, I
picture
can
of south of the border? Because I know a lot of people that grew up in South Carolina. If you're on I-95, like they must spend all of their profit on billboards to just put signs everywhere. Because
Yeah.
it's like on I-95 for all of South Carolina, it's like every 5, 10, 15 miles, you see a south. Pedro's parade, Pedro's, nachos, and cheese.
My favorite one is the one that says it's upside down and says, "Oops, we've made this sign upside down."
Yeah, it's like they're just saying anything and everything to get
So
you to this tourist trap.
It's basically a semi, like, kind of racist tourist trap.
It's very racist.
Which
The guy that owns it's completely white, by the
You
way.
looked it up?
Yeah.
It's here's Pedro.
Look at those arms.
Yeah, he's got some big old. And so it's, the sombreros, the water tower, of course.
Yeah, it's got to be. What else could it be?
But it's
So it's
pretty
like
cool.
they have a little motel there. They have food. Look, they have a nice burger there.
yeah, they got the burger place, they got the steak place, seafood, I think,
Yeah. Hot tamales, Rupert.
fireworks. Oh, here's Fort Pedro.
And I mean, this place. Seriously,
Pedro
like,
right there.
what are they doing? I hardly see anybody there. The 2 times, 3 times I passed by, I see like
See,
nobody.
I thought that was
there.
the first time you'd ever passed by it.
No, I
how
told you.
excited you were,
I passed by it before.
but not at night.
No, it was like
Because it's beautiful at night.
it was like during the sunset. I passed by it
Mm.
on the way to somewhere. But it was kind of cool to see at night. But it was like, oh no, don't look at my Google searches. Nah, this is pretty clean.
So this you posted this photo.
yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what it looked like, which isn't bad. But then they don't have
No.
all the lights on.
But I actually went there.
Yeah, yeah.
When I was moving into New York, my mom and my sister were along to help me move, and we were like, well, let's just go to south of the border. We've never been there, always seen it and seen all the signs. Man, it is a dirt hole.
I bet.
It was run down, just kind of gross.
I bet it seems like it's smelly.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying that because of the Mexican vibe. I just think it's kind
Right.
of smelly just because it looks dirty.
Yeah, it just smells like it's just kind of, I don't know, methy.
Methy?
It's like a meth head's
Yeah.
Carowinds.
Maybe. Because you think about all those people, and I'm sorry if you're one of these people, that see those signs and they're like lured in by
Mhm.
the tourist trap and then they go hang out at south of the border. I feel like it's a certain kind of person that's doing that.
Yeah, but also I feel like you could probably have if like your goal was to go have a silly fun day at south of the border. I think you'd have
Maybe
a good
if you
time.
live fairly close by.
And if
Yeah.
you didn't catch like syphilis.
Yeah. Yeah. If you live close by, it could be maybe.
Yeah, it'd be a fun little like day trip.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
I mean, it's no Carowinds.
No.
It's no. We
Six
had
Flags.
You had another idea instead of Wild Water and Wheels that I
what-
thought was pretty cool. I remember it.
It was
Wild Water and Wangs.
Wild Water and Wangs. Yeah, so that's a water park here in South Carolina.
Yeah, Wild Water and Wheels, not Wangs.
And so I said I'm starting one that's called Wild Water and Wangs, and it's 18 and up, clothing optional.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
there's just dicks and boobs and butts
And
everything.
all the slides are clear.
So you can look up and see, the people's butts or
Yeah.
vag or dick or balls or whatever it is coming down the slide.
Yep.
It'd be a wild time.
Even if you're coming from the road, you get a little show.
yeah, a little bit.
Which I think is pretty cool. I think that's a service that
We have to have a special permit for that
I think we could do it.
because kids.
Yeah, they need.
Maybe we got to build a fence.
It's called. We'll say it's biology, anatomy, teaching them.
At Wild Water and
So it's-
Wangs.
yeah, Wild Water and Wangs. I think it'd be pretty cool.
I
Then
think it'd be awesome.
we could get some nice food items.
Mhm.
Got some really phallic looking things.
Chocolate covered bananas,
Yeah.
popsicles,
Giant corn dogs.
big corn dogs. Where
Yeah.
you bite into them and mayonnaise shoots out the top.
Yeah, we could have like something to like dig in, like a ball or something, like digging into a butthole.
Right.
Like, and you get the little.
Like a pig in a blanket type situation, but we just
Yeah.
reform the
Yeah.
croissant a certain way.
Ooh, maybe like a warm peach that's
Right.
splayed open.
Yeah.
Yeah, this this could be pretty good.
Gummy penises already exist. We can order a bunch
Gummy
of those.
penises, drinks. We would be alcohol. We would make all of our money off alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
People would be just sauced.
Completely.
Maybe there'd be a couple deaths because
No,
you're just
listen, we are
'cause we're-
spending money on lifeguards because you got to keep an eye on
Safety.
all those drunk,
yeah,
naked
we're
people.
gonna have people. Yeah, if we don't, there's gonna be people just flying off 50 feet in the air.
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Nude. And then you just see a nude person just displayed on the ground, blood everywhere, brains out. in multiple ways.
Like, imagine it's kind of like the forklift thing. Like, imagine it's not a forklift. You look up, you hear somebody screaming, you look up, and a giant man has launched off the slide.
Yeah.
And the last thing you see is just a floppy dick hit you right in the head. And that's what kills you.
You're reminiscent of Mr. Jingles.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun place, though. I mean, I wouldn't go as a patron just because I don't want to. As we've talked about before.
Yeah.
I'm not going to a water park.
Yeah, you don't even like water
savages.
parks, and then just now everybody's new too.
No
Yeah,
chance.
it's gonna be a small. We're gonna have a small clientele.
It's gonna be a moneymaker, though. I think.
Yeah, the people that like it are gonna love it,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be. They're just gonna be there all the time.
And it's only a few blocks from Prawn Stars.
Yeah. Then we actually at Wild Water and Wings, we have the crab tank where we keep all the crabs for Prawn Stars,
Yeah.
and we just go back and forth and fish them out of there.
And if you bring us a ticket from that day from Wild Water and Wings, you get a 10% discount at Prawn Stars
Yeah.
off
yeah.
your meal.
Yeah, yeah. So this is that's our future beach life.
That's our beach business.
I think.
That's where we
Club,
are
but
during
not
the
even to
summer
mention Club Shabubi, which is an
that's-
oasis on the beach.
We had I think I know you and I have been talking about it, like just missing doing things. I think we tried to shove as much fun into we went pretty hard, and it was great.
Yeah, we did some things we've never done before.
Yeah, we did. That was fun.
Yeah, it's like that's what I was saying. Like when I first started talking about this was, like you haven't done anything. So like sometimes when we get to the podcast, I'm like, Jesus, I feel like I've had no life experience this week. So what am I going to talk about? But now like I feel energized to talk about, even though we were together only like, I don't know, what was it, 48 hours or something?
Oh, at the beach?
Yeah,
something
whatever,
like
a little over that. It's like still like you think about that stuff more, and it's like more impactful. So it's nice, and it was fun too.
Yeah.
And there's stuff to talk about.
It was
So,
a lot of fun.
Club Shabubi.
Yeah. So you go ahead.
I guess we're promoting.
A product
Maybe we should
by
get.
the wrong name. I can pull it up.
We should get a sponsorship if
What's it actually called?
Shabumi. Now I'm calling it Shabubi without even. I think it's This is what?
That's not it. This one, I don't like that.
Shabumi. Just
Shabumi
type in.
Shade.
Just type in beach.
There it is.
No, that's not it. That's like a. Just type in beach. Shabumi.
Was it like this?
Yeah, there it is. That's got to be it, right?
It's
What
the
is
same
what is
shit.
wrong with this?
Shabumi
There it
shit.
is. Go to that. That's got to be it.
Yeah,
there
that's
it is.
it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was us
perfect.
too.
Yeah. Oh, this is perfect. So this is it. So forget what they told you in grade school about twist in tents, you nerds,
Yeah.
because this shit is so easy, so
Yeah.
effective. And when you have your friend Josh dig a hole where the shade is right here, when he digs a hole and you're down
Yeah.
and you're looking kind of up at everybody and you're kind of sneaky in your little foxhole,
Yeah.
you're living the dream. We
You
had this.
are.
Josh dug us this big. It was a thing, and he built steps to get out of it. And we had the coolers. We had everything, mushrooms. We were
Yep.
having a big time, just killing it.
That we were talking about some of the greatest inventions of all time on the way here. This is one of
It's
the
up
greatest
there.
ones because people think. I guess it's mainly for a beach, but
Yeah.
always people have those shades. And I've been going to the beach
Umbrella.
my whole life. You got the umbrella. That thing does not last the summer.
No.
And you're spending 40, 50, 60 bucks on that.
Within 15 minutes of us getting on the beach the first day, we watched the guy's umbrella break right in front of us.
yeah,
in the
we
wind.
we literally did. And then the tents, like usually they stay up, but they're pain
They're
in the
good.
ass
They're
to
just
kinda,
a lot.
Yeah, you got to like set them up, and then you got to have multiple people to do
Either
it. and
stake
it's
them or
like-
sandbag them.
Yeah,
But
it's
this
too much.
thing, literally, so the black pole, the frame, is literally, which for people, some people aren't able to see it. So what it is
Oh.
it looks kind of like an upside down U.
Yeah, like a horseshoe.
So, and you stick either end, so it's tent poles that snap together,
Well, yeah, the thing's straight, and then you bend. It's just super flexible.
Yeah.
You bend it.
and then you run the flap, the sail,
Yeah.
onto it.
And then you
And
got like
then-
a sandbag out here to kind of pull
So
it
the
forward.
bag that carries the shabubi
Yeah.
is also the
all
sandbag,
connected. All connected.
and it's the perfect shape.
You were hesitant about
Yeah,
it. I
when-
was excited to show you guys because I've only been around it like twice at this point.
When we were putting up the first time, we had a lot of eyes on us.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I was like, this is good. And when I saw how big it was, I was like, we don't need to be in front of people. We're blocking them.
Yeah,
But by the second day, listen, I was a shabubi convert.
you felt like a king.
Oh, dude, we were kings for the day.
yeah,
We really were.
yeah. So we called it Club Shabubi because we had this area where you see the shade, if you can see it in there. So it holds like 6 to 7 people, and you can just dig. We dug it out, and it was
No, we
were-
didn't.
well,
Josh did.
dug it out.
Jo-
and we
Josh
watched
gets all the
them.
credit for that.
Yeah, we gave him. We talked to him while he was
We
doing
kept
it.
him, pumped.
Told him to go deeper. And he dug it out and he patted it down, and
Yeah.
we reaped the benefits of that.
God, it was
and we
so
sat
cool.
in it. It wasn't. It just. And so I feel like after this beach trip, because you might like the beach a little more.
I was about to say that day. That's the
Yeah.
first day I had a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and the shabubi was a big part of that.
Yeah.
Second day when Club Shabubi happened, that's the best day I've ever had on the beach.
It makes
In
a
my
difference. Yeah, because you're always. It cools it down so much.
my God.
First of all, I feel like it might even add some wind flow with the flaps in there.
It's definitely had some sound.
Yeah, and so you're completely covered. You don't have to worry about that. Like the sand's not really flying everywhere if you put it
No,
in the
not at
right
all.
place. You can go in the water when you want to. Water felt perfect.
And
Man.
you break it down under 5 minutes.
Yeah, simple. So
This has turned into an ad for Shabubi.
Yeah. Do you think? Do you think honestly though, if that wasn't there, would you have liked it as much?
That's
We would have had shade.
yeah, but the thing is, like with an umbrella,
Mm-hmm.
it's a tiny amount of shade,
Yeah.
and eventually, especially like at noon, you have to be up on the pole
Mm-hmm.
to get any sort of shade. No, I mean I will never go to the beach again unless there's one of these around.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it makes it better for sure.
100%.
But still, the beach was fun. The only bad thing, we had little sand mites.
Yeah, we were itchy
Just
every time we got out of the water.
Why? And if you guys know what sand mites are, they're just these ravenous, parasitic beings that just annihilate your balls,
They really go for your ass.
your butt, your thighs, what
it's
is
just
it?
itchy. It's just like an itchy. I don't know. Maybe they're
Does
trying
they
to
stick in
burrow
your
into your
pants?
skin or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we were really itchy on our butts when we got out of the water, so we had to start pouring cold water down our pants.
Yeah. Other than that, perfect.
Great. We
Yeah.
ate like kings.
We did. You cooked a bunch, which was nice.
So good.
Yeah.
Played some corn. Man, what a good weekend.
Yeah. I do.
And now this one needs to last, was it 4 months since we did anything?
Yeah.
So this one has to last another 4 months. And by that time,
Yeah.
it'll be cold and we can go to the mountains.
Yeah. I mean, I will say to people out there, like, I mean, if you have access and the means to go to the beach, because it is pretty safe at this point, especially like a low isolated place like we went to,
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely do it because it's just like I was just feeling it for a while, and it was just nice to go and just do like for mental health. It was just so nice to just get away, different scenery, relax a little bit. Like I highly recommend it because summer. I mean, what month is it? August? Summer's almost over at this point.
Yeah, my 20s are almost over.
Your 20s are almost over.
9 days.
Are you? So next, you'll have your birthday on the next podcast, I guess. So I'll sing happy birthday to
When
you
we're
on the next-
recording?
Well, no, it'll come out on.
Oh, it'll release on
Yeah,
my
yeah.
30th.
I'll sing happy birthday to you.
Cool, man. Appreciate that.
Maybe. I'm
You don't have
maybe
to.
just saying. I probably won't sing it.
Yeah, it was a really fun weekend. Glad we got to see some, a few of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sometimes you forget just a few months ago it would have been just a regular beach trip.
No, it was a lot different. No.
But with this one, it was like,
Oh, the worst news of the whole trip. Do you not remember? You don't even care. What do you even care about?
I don't.
Wow.
I was
Childhood memories, adult memories, T-shirts, flames, volcanoes.
What are you saying right now?
There's no more Miyabi's at the beach.
Oh, Flames. I should have gotten it with. If you would have said onion.
I said
onion,
volcano.
You did. If you said onion volcano. Yeah, that was bad news. I didn't even see it. You saw it and you lost your mind. We were on the way, so we took the wrong way there.
It was a slap in the face. Is what it was.
But there might be some elsewhere.
Well, yeah, there's one here in Greenville, but that one is like for us,
right? The one we always went to.
Yeah, that was the one that held so much sentimental value.
We can still go.
We can maybe now. If I wish they would have just turned. So apparently Miyabi's isn't there. I guess I don't know if the pandemic hit them hard, but now it's some other Japanese steakhouse. So now they just rebranded it. That's
dirty
the part.
Japanese steakhouse. Just a bunch of dirty Japanese people. If they came in, for all we know, it could be the same management. Maybe they. I don't know. Maybe they made enough money to buy the franchise.
If that one lady isn't there, is the hostess the same one that's been there
since
for
86?
centuries? I'm not going. If I walk in and she's not there, I'm out. Done.
Well, I can't blame you.
Tell
I guess,
him.
Man. Ken's not gonna. He's not gonna participate. Somebody get Miyabi on the horn. Mr. Miyabi.
Mr. Miyabi.
Rice on, rice off.
Anyway, I don't know. Some people listening. I'm sorry to ruin your whole year.
Yeah, it's definitely a bummer. Yeah. There's no doubt about that.
I wish you cared a little more.
I mean, I care. I love Miyabi's.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. There's nothing better than going to Miyabi's, coming home, having some drinks, or back in the day, going out after you go to Miyabi's, coming home, having some drinks, and then you microwave that Miyabi's, and you've never been happier in your life.
Yeah, it's good.
Little nice buzz, some nice rice, teriyaki chicken.
That's
shrimp,
the best.
Put that little pink sauce over.
That is the best.
And go to town, and you go to sleep, and you take the fattest dump the next day.
I usually do it that night. Just push it. All the rice pushes out of it.
Just full rice.
But no, because you spend the day on the beach, you get a little hungry, sunburn, like you're burning a lot of energy out there.
It's nice and dark in Miyabi's.
Yeah, mate, and then you get the sake going. Oof. Flames are just blazing everywhere. You're feeling like you're on top of the world. You eat that rice, it brings you down a little bit because now you're so full because you ate too much. But then you go back home, hang out with people a little bit, recover.
Then you got couple shots maybe.
Yeah, then you got the Miyabi's later.
Oof.
It's going to bring you back up, but it didn't bring you down. But then you're going to sleep.
No, it doesn't bring the second one doesn't bring me down.
Well, then you go to sleep. It doesn't matter.
You don't have time to come down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
God. See, and these are things we so romanticize. I mean, it is great. We romanticize it so much because we just have... We just have nothing anymore.
Yeah, so it's like the smallest things. It does make you rethink things.
And then a waitress comes out and you tell her what you want and she writes it down.
Gosh, yeah.
Remember how things used to be
you
perfect?
Talk to a stranger that you see and it's just a normal
and you can
situation.
see their mouth.
Yeah, and you're not worried about being too close to them.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, well, I guess Miyabi's. Well, I guess they're Japanese.
Japanese.
It's just a Chinese virus.
Maybe
you know this, right?
Maybe they're owned by the Chinese.
Trump has informed it's China.
It's Chinese.
It's the Chinese virus. It's the Kung Flu. So
I don't think you can say that, man.
The president said it.
He did say it.
So
that's pretty funny.
You're probably safer at Miyabi's than China Buffet.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe they should have done some research before closing.
Miyabi's?
Yeah, because you think about so if you know anything about, you remember Bunsen burners?
Mm-hmm.
So you got that flame coming up.
Right.
So that creates a sterile environment around a certain perimeter.
Sure.
Now you have this huge hibachi grill.
Ooh. Could be the safest place in the world.
It could be just like a huge sanitized area from out of heat because it's not hot. I mean, it's not cold under there. You're sweating. You're sweating.
And then if someone coughs, just onion volcano.
Yeah.
Clear it out. Have an onion volcano ready to go. It's already primed.
Yeah.
And then your chef just hits it with the lighter.
Sets it on fire.
Grabs the pepper, does some Japanese fireworks.
Yeah.
Boom. Corona gone. Miyabi's the cure for Corona.
It's too late for that one, but we could reach out
have
to
wait
the
on
other
prawn
ones.
stars, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just have a boiling pot of of crab juice at all times.
We had some crab this weekend.
We had some crabs. I gotta say, that's the first time I had crab in probably 15 years, and it tastes really good.
It's too much work for
I don't know how to do it, and I was too intoxicated to figure out how to do it.
I think
and it was
also
just-
because I had a couple that I should have cooked them a little bit longer.
Oh, okay.
They were they were a little soft. They should have gone a little bit longer, but I usually don't do them from frozen.
It's still
I feel
really
like.
good,
Yeah, it was
though.
delicious. Anything else you want to talk about from this weekend? Because
Oh, I want to talk about one more thing.
Yeah, go
before,
for it.
And I know we got some videos, but I want to talk about one more thing.
Yeah.
Before I forget, because Big Boy right here is drinking an IPA. And
You are?
I'm drinking an IPA.
You're Big Boy.
You thought you were Big Boy.
no, I don't. I never think I'm a big boy.
And so, as people may have
Oh,
heard
okay.
in previous things, you weren't a fan of IPAs.
Right, hated them. Disgusting, tasteless, or not tasteless, but they taste like ass.
Tasteless swine of the earth.
Yeah, this is true.
But now, in the past couple weeks, I've become so excited
Right.
because you like IPAs now.
Yeah, I've gotten to where, and it was exactly what you said. I mean, you were
Yeah.
100% right that it would just take maybe some time
Yeah,
to get to where I got used to the bitterness or whatever.
yeah,
And I guess that's what happened.
yeah. I mean, it makes sense. A person shouldn't force themselves if they don't want to
Right.
just drink it and get past it. But I guess you having to be at work and like tasting the bitterness over and over, it just kind of became a thing. And I'm so excited, but yet at the same time, we can't go out to all these places that have IPAs and good stuff, and we
Yeah.
can't try them all. Like I want to get you one, and I want to set it in front of you, and you drink it. I want to see your little face when you take a sip.
Do just IPA flights at
Yeah.
places?
That's all we're doing once we can go places.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Twist my arm.
twist your arm. But that's one of the
Yeah,
most
it's exciting.
most exciting things that's happened to me personally.
It's exciting for me, too, because it's the same thing with steak. I wish that would happen with steak.
Mm-hmm.
I want to like steak so bad.
But it's the texture apparently, not the
Yeah, you're just
taste.
sitting there, you're chewing it. I mean, it's like, what are we doing?
It's
What are we
delicious.
doing?
All right, but anyway, I just wanted to
Yeah,
talk
just
about
wanted to talk about how I was wrong. I'm trying to
It's not. I'm
find.
excited. It's not.
Because a coworker of ours, sent me a video.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to find
Can't
it right
pull it
now.
up right now. Should you get one of the other ones before?
Yeah, we could. But yeah, we might have to push this one back. Or no, this might be it. Yeah, this is it.
Come.
I believe this is it. So you'll catch on pretty quick, I think, Jerry. You're a smart guy.
Catch on pretty quick
Yeah.
to the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's another news thing.
Okay.
Let's see here.
This is about mask. What is this?
Yeah. Masks.
We're very passionate on both sides of the great mass debate.
The partisan mass debate is heating up.
Mass debates growing.
The president is trying to have us cover the mass debate.
CVS, Target, and Walgreens are getting in on the mass debate.
The mass debate now taking center stage at local restaurants.
It's 9 minutes after 6 now, and there's new video of a raging mass debate. Mass debate in Georgia is getting ugly.
The great mass debate in West.
That made it.
A
right there.
raging mass debate.
Virginia.
So what we're seeing is, obviously, you can probably tell from the audio, but different snippets from different news shows are talking about the great mask debate.
Mass debate.
But when you say it together,
Masturbate.
it sounds like the great masturbate. And they are just straight faced.
New CD album.
The great masturbate.
Coming to an end.
This mass debate is far from over.
How many mass debates have you gotten into? Love to hear.
Could you count how many masturbates you got into?
Dude, how many times since lockdown started?
It debends on what you're
I
asking.
may or may not have doubled my number, my life number.
Debate was taken to a whole nother level.
Bishop David Zubik tells Pittsburgh's Action News 4 he found himself in the middle of a mass debate.
And we'll dive deeper into this pet store mass debate.
So we're going to begin with this thing we're calling the Great Mass Debate.
Look,
He laughs.
We're very passionate on both sides of the great mass debate.
Our shouts out to our
Masturbate's
coworker
growing.
Craig who sent us
Yeah.
that. Which that's another update we have.
Oh, yeah.
God, there's so. I feel like there's so much.
Yeah, if we need to save some stuff.
We'll have to save some stuff. So we've had the conversation before about how you say the name Craig. Because
Yeah, yeah.
I said it looks like Craig.
Yeah, and I'd never questioned it before in my life. I just said Craig.
Right. For whatever reason, I see that word, and in my brain it goes Craig.
Mm-hmm.
So a few weeks after working, I was like, hey, let me ask you a question to Craig. I was like, the way I've always seen the name Craig is Craig.
That's how it's spelled. I mean,
Right.
because you pointed it out, and I was like, huh.
Because I think Craig paid.
Paid.
Like Craig, you don't say ped.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, yeah, I say Craig. I'm like, okay, well, that's what I'll call you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call you a different thing.
Yeah.
But then my dad blew my mind.
Yeah.
Because he's like, because I told him, because I'd be telling him stories, and if Craig might be part of it, Craig. But at the time I was saying Craig, he would laugh at the way I said it. I was like, yeah, well, you don't say ped, you say paid. He's like, yeah, but you don't say said, you said said.
You do. Yeah. What? Two sides to the coin.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So shouts out to Craig for
Craig.
sending us the great mass
Yeah,
debate.
Masturbated.
Speaking of masturbating,
Speaking of masturbating,
this is the.
is
I
this
think,
what you've been waiting for?
I think this is the one I want to.
All right, yeah, let's go. Let's go down this hole. You go down this hole.
Yeah, and Jerry, I'm not saying this is the level of like Dick Chop or anything like that visually.
Oh, God, okay.
Visually.
Yeah.
I think this is more mentally.
Am I gonna be like taken aback here?
I was
Okay.
when I saw it, and I want us because I've got some theories.
Okay.
And I want you to see it, react to it, let everyone else see it, and just kind of see where we end up, see if we find any common ground on what we think. So
Where'd you find this?
I found this on the Instagram.
Oh no. Okay.
So for those of you watching, just so you know, what if you're just listening right now, what you're seeing is a blurry dog and her blurry owner sitting behind her, and I'm gonna play it for Jerry now.
He.
Yeah, and she has it. So it's clearly a Snapchat, and she's captioned it. He.
I didn't need to see this. Why'd you do this to me?
Because it happened to me.
But you didn't have to force that upon me, and now all our viewers. Explain to them what's happening. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ruin their pure minds.
So this young girl, she's in high school, right?
Yeah.
She's in high school.
Why'd you do this?
She's in high school,
Yeah.
and she's on the bed with her sweet pup. He's a big boy, too. He's
Yeah.
a big dog. He's got
Yeah.
a big old tongue on
He's
him.
got a long tongue.
And she's kind of behind him and,
She
and
gets it
is
all.
holding the camera in front of him as if they were taking a selfie. And you remember when I mentioned his big tongue? Well, it's kind of flopped out of his mouth on the side that she's on. So she leans forward, turns his head towards her, and takes his entire tongue inside of her mouth, pulls back, and like sucks it. It pops out, and she just kind of smiles in the camera.
No.
So, what are your initial what are your initial
He's
thoughts?
a deviant.
Is that
She's
what
disgusting.
we can agree she's disgusting, but do you think this is sexual?
It doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Like if it is sexual, she's like a child.
Yeah.
This is bad.
This is bad.
You're a
right?
bad boy. What do you think? Tell me what
So
you
here's
think.
what I've thought.
Clearly, you've watched it.
I've watched it
a lot.
probably 40 times. Trying to figure it out. Because I was excited for this moment to show you. Because there is. So, I mean, there's layers to it.
You know how I feel about Mr. Hands.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, but she's alive, and so is the dog.
I know, but it's like an animal.
So, like, yeah, right here, where it has the caption of he.
Yeah.
She's a young girl. She's a pretty young girl. You know? Yeah. My guess is she's probably snapping back and forth with some guy, maybe a grade or two ahead of her. Mm-hmm. And he saw a picture of the dog, and he's like, oh, man, hey, send me a video where you suck the dog's tongue. Thinking that, that's
you
really...
think that's what happened?
That's one of my theories, because it has the he.
I'd say it's probably closer if, like, he was like can you suck me off? And then she did that.
Or if she said, yeah, and he's like, well, show me on the dog's tongue.
I think sucking the dog's tongue is all her idea.
So you think she's getting sexual gratification out of this?
I'm not saying she's getting sexual gratification. I think it was all her idea.
Just being stupid.
It could be, It could be to be funny. It could be to show somebody. It could be sexual. But I don't think that, like, I do think, so young people are impressionable, especially in high school and stuff, if you're trying to impress somebody. But I don't think this girl is going to suck off a dog's tongue for just a guy asking. I think it has to be her idea.
I think you forget high school, sir.
Yeah.
People would do a lot of weird stuff just because someone of the opposite sex they found attractive told them to do it.
But she didn't blink for a second.
No, you're right. And she kind of laughs like a little bit right at the end.
I think
but
she
now
liked it.
That's my other thing. Is I think it's possible she is getting some.
I think she liked it.
Something out of this because there's this moment.
Look at her right
So that's
there.
a pretty sultry.
Look at her looking at that dog.
If you're just listening, you should at some point come back and watch this on YouTube so you can see.
We should post this to the Twitter too.
So now watch closely, Jerry.
Yeah.
Because she she adjusts the dog's head to get the tongue. So the tongue has just gone in her mouth there. Now, there is a moment where she looks down. She's already got the tongue in her mouth right here. She doesn't need to aim anymore. But the way she looks down looks like she's pretty into it. Yeah. Watch. She's got a mouthful of tongue right there.
Yeah, that dog. She's banging.
And
that
then
dog,
the pullback.
She's banging that dog. So 100%, she's banging
that dog's
dog,
been
so.
inside of her.
If not, if I don't know how old this video is. If not, very soon. If it's recent, that's she's banging,
down that path.
She's banging that dog. Or at least she puts like stuff on her vagina and lets him lick it.
100%. 100%.
And then she probably licks his tongue after that.
100%. I think she probably licks his wiener.
He's a big boy. He's probably packing.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of tongue on him, and it was all in her mouth. Here,
that was good.
You like that?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see tonight. That's really what I wanted to see and talk about and think about and analyze.
Now, maybe it'll be the same for you. That every now and then it'll just pop in my head. I'm like, oh God.
I'm gonna try to forget about this.
God. I just think about it and I'm grossed out all over again because I haven't thought about it for a while. I'm like, oh, that's still a thing. You want me to give you a palate cleanser?
Yeah, give me a palate cleanser, please.
So I know everyone, and everyone who's seen it is excited. And if you haven't, you're going to be excited for the new Jason Bourne movie that's coming out.
Is this real? What is this?
So this is apparently a clip from the new.
Is it real? It's actually coming out.
This is from the new.
Okay.
Jason. This is from the new Bourne movie, and it looks really good. So this is Jason Bourne. This is shot from behind. You'll see his face in a minute, but this is him, and he's training. So he's got a knife.
What is this attire? Oh no. So This is a body positive version of Jason Bourne.
No, this is from the new movie. So he's got a belt on and he has to hold his pants up.
Yeah, it's like how can you have such a tight shirt and such a loose waist at the same time?
Look at his tummy.
That's got some length.
You know
to
what
it,
that's
doesn't it?
called? So my mom taught me this. I think
Frumpus?
a paniculus.
Paniculus?
When the stomach hangs over the belt like that. But see, now, when you look at Jason Bourne here, clearly he's a little different from the other movies. I think he might.
Is this a special movie?
I think he is down with the sickness. So you can't laugh at this video.
Yeah, that was a good use of that. We talked about that. That's good.
He's got a knife.
Classic.
It's
Why
a sharp
is
knife?
Yeah, what is he doing?
So
is he
for
planning
people-
to just cut somebody's head off?
He's
with this?
training, Ken. So people that are just listening, it's a hefty man, maybe not all there, and he's running away from camera,
Yeah.
and he's got some nice blue jeans and a blue tee on, and the jeans are kind of falling down, so he's holding them up with one hand, and he has a very large, clearly sharp knife in his right hand.
I mean, it went right through that cardboard.
Runs up on the cardboard cutout silhouette of a man and slices the face in half.
Yeah,
from
from the
I'd say
neck.
the bottom of the ear down to the neck.
Yeah. What do they call that?
That chop?
Yeah. Well, what's it called when you like something bow tie?
Oh, and you cut their throat and then pull their tongue out of their throat.
What's that called?
The Irish bow tie, maybe?
Something. I think he was trying to do that.
I think this was more of maybe like a samurai.
Oh, you think he's Tom Cruise now? Maybe it's Tom Cruise playing Jason Bourne in the new
And
Bourne,
he bloated up for
Bourne Samurai.
the Irish Bourne.
And they instead of making it like a combination of both, they actually just combine the character into one actual person.
So it's the mass of
Yeah.
of Matt Damon and,
Yeah.
and Tom Cruise combined.
Yeah.
I can't find what it's called. Slit throat bow tie.
I think the some
Russian
sort of
bow tie.
Russian bow
I knew
tie.
it was some
Okay.
group of people.
He could be Russian. He looks Russian.
Yeah, he might be. But did that help you forget about the girl sucking the dog's tongue?
Didn't think about it until you just said it now. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Seriously
No,
though, that video is gonna make you think over the next few days.
I've thought
It's gonna make you think more though.
I don't have you seen her more?
Not any other videos, just that one. And
Isn't there something you said that's not the thing you said was going to be recurring, right?
yeah,
That is-
I want to show.
But you don't have anything else.
No, anytime someone comes on the show, I want to see them.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
how they
yeah,
live
I
with
think.
that.
See, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I want to see how that affects people.
I don't want to. I don't want to see it or talk about it unless I have to, and I
Yeah.
would have to in those. And I'd be fine with that. But Jesus Christ, dude, that's intense.
It's very intense, and it's because she's so young.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's how they get started, right?
One minute
animal-
you're
what-
sucking a dog's tongue, the next
Beast-
minute you're getting a train run on you. I mean, I don't.
I mean, bestiality. That's what I'm saying. Like, it has to start at an early age, probably, right?
Probably.
God, I don't want to see her previous
Yeah. I wonder-
family animals and.
you think
Ugh.
she's got other videos?
Dude, I don't know.
I'll have to, I don't even know how I would go about
I don't
finding
know.
more of her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's like when you listen to a true crime podcast
Yeah.
that's like the same person over episodes. You want, like, part of you just wants to understand the way their brain works.
Yeah, it's like we're seeing the beginning of that.
Yeah.
We're seeing the beginning of the bestiality.
Yeah.
And then eventually it's just going to be full-fledged and then
So maybe it starts when you're like really young. You're doing it with like your stuffed animals.
yeah,
And
probably
then you go to like your actual pet.
you find little Brutus the bear pretty sexy
Mm-hmm.
one day. You're like,
Or maybe you don't do it to your pet because it's kind of like your sibling almost. So
Yeah.
you start with like your friends' pets when they go to the bathroom. You're like putting your finger in the poodle's asshole,
mm-hmm.
and and then eventually you just can't
Maybe
take
a
it
little
anymore.
diddle.
Yeah, maybe work their little pink peen a little bit.
Yeah.
And then one night you're just kind of hanging out on Snapchat at your house.
That happened. Okay. What if it's genetic?
So you think maybe her mother is a
Comes
dog
from a
and her
long
dad's
line. Yeah.
a dog.
Dude.
God, I mean she gets it in there. Oh.
And then she smiles afterwards.
Yeah, she's proud. See, this is the face when she's like that. That's what made me think she did it for a boy.
She might have done it
She's
for
like,
another
"Oh."
dog.
She's got another dog on Snap.
Maybe.
Woof woof 4269.
Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe she's sending it to somebody else that's into animals too.
Yeah, they're just going back and forth.
Mhm.
And
She
then
found
they're
like some, and so, I don't know what kids do now because there used to be
animals apparently.
AIM chat rooms and stuff
Oh,
where you could
man.
find whatever.
We were talking about that too on the ride.
Yeah, and so now it's like I don't know. Maybe there's some form of that, and then they
Snapchat.
and now they go to Snapchat, and then they're just going back and forth. I don't know. We could throw that other girl in there too, just like an actual dog.
Oh yeah, yeah. They probably get along.
I mean, she might. Yeah, she'd probably like her. Maybe that would take her away from bestiality.
She needs a girl like her, and then suck on that girl's tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 100% right.
And then that's the cure for bestiality.
It's like a halfway cure. It's like a really good prosthetic.
A cure.
A prosthetic.
Okay.
It's like you don't have a real leg, but you can walk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. This.
Well, listen. I would really like to understand more about this girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say first 3 visits to Prawn Stars 25% off. If I can sit down and ask a few questions each time.
I'd say first visit on the house.
Agreed.
All the rest of it. Then we get our questions in. She feels forced because now we just gave her free food. She feels forced to talk to us. Then we get all our questions in. If she wants to come back, then she can do the bargaining method or whatever she wants to do. Maybe she'll get it down a little bit. I don't know. But she's paying the next time she comes in.
Or we just get a hot young teen guy to ask her to answer our questions for him. And then she just does it. Because that could be what happened. He was like, hey, suck that dog's tongue.
Not unless it's a dog. We get a dog to ask her questions.
Well, I think a guy.
We get a guy with a dog that she finds attractive.
And they run a train on her.
Yeah. but you see, and you can't. She's like 14.
Yeah,
too.
she's really
It's
young. I'd give her 15, 16.
Yeah. It's like I don't know if it'd be better or worse if she was like 20 something.
Dude, it gave me chills. Like the way she pushes it in. With
I was
her
just looking
fingers.
at you. I'm not even looking at the video at this point.
Just leave it right there.
Okay.
But I knew that one was gonna, because it disturbed me.
Mm-hmm.
And with how much you love animals, not saying I don't, I do love animals.
Yeah, but it's
But
well,
you-
the Mr. Hands Me, Mr.
Hands me, daddy.
Mr. Hands Me guy. That could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Hey guy, why don't you hands me?
Mr. Hands me.
Mr. Hands Me.
Hey, why don't you bring those Mr. Hands me's over there and have a great masturbate? Let's have a great masturbate, Mr. Hands.
You're dying.
There you go.
You're dying that night. 100%. Worth it though, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
for that
those
person.
few moments. She's working up to that.
Yeah.
She's working her way to that. So I do have one more thing. I mean, we've hit about the hour mark now, but something I talked about 2 weeks ago before we had the Traders of Time. Time Trader on last week. EP is everywhere you listen to music.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
it's
look
out
it up.
now, everywhere.
Self-titled. Look it up. Time Trader, 5-song EP. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Good plug.
Thanks, man. So let me pull up my saved stuff because I had mentioned Jerry about Elon Musk challenging Johnny Depp to a cage match.
Okay, is that happening?
Well,
We came up with a better cage match, though.
how they would actually fight.
No, a better actual competition.
Oh, who'd we say?
Trump and Fauci.
Oh yeah. That would be a good one.
I see. You said you pay 150 for the Elon and Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
How much would you pay for Trump Fauci? 2020.
I'd pay.
What if I lube them both up for you?
You're lubing them up?
Yeah.
I'd pay at least $1.95. You could probably get $2.25 out of me.
I'm thinking, yeah. I'm thinking maybe 250.
$2.50?
Yeah.
2 bills and a 50. So let me read you a new update. So there's not so much news. So this post that I saw on Instagram came out on July 28th.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, 15 days behind or something.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what day it is.
So the article or the headline is Mickey Rourke of the wrestler fame. He was the bad guy in Iron Man 2. He's more machine now than man, twisted and evil. Mickey Rourke has challenged Elon Musk to a bare knuckle fight. Dude, we got a three-way battle royale.
People are just
shaping up.
Yeah,
who do you think's gonna throw their hat in next?
I don't know.
Well, here,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Ooh, he doesn't
Too
care.
old,
No, he
too
doesn't
weak.
like the beef.
People are just getting bored. They're just so bored.
Here's what
Kanye
what Mickey
probably
Rourke's-
right.
No, he's got to run a campaign right now. He's a little busy for a cage
Oh
fight.
yeah, that's going pretty good.
Kim Kardashian did say she'd support him, but next election.
Oh, in 4 years.
In 4 years.
Okay.
This is about Mickey Rourke. The 67-year-old actor wrote on Instagram, quote, "I just read that Elon Musk has challenged Johnny Depp to a fight. I have the better idea if Elon Musk is in fighting mood.
So he can spell and talk.
He can fight someone his own size. I'd gladly love the opportunity to take you to school, Mr. Tough Guy Elon Musk.
Mr. Tough Guy.
Bare fists, elbows and knees, and I will only use one hand, my left. We can both put down 200K apiece. Winner takes all, no rules, except
Jesus
the rules
Christ.
that you just said
So
moments
those
ago.
Okay, so those rules. Forget it. Okay.
Those are the rules, but there's no rules.
I mean, he's probably all the Botox toxins have gotten to his brain a little bit,
His brain don't work anymore, Jerry.
which is understandable. But he thinks he can just throw $200,000 down and do only left-handed and just beat him.
Is he left-handed? Do we know?
I don't know.
If you had to guess, betting man
I would guess
say
he's not. I would get no.
Statistics would say
No, he's not.
no, it can't be.
Jesus. Like, why? He's just bored, and he's just off his rocker.
Well, for some reason, he just is not a big fan of
Elon Musk.
Oh, he is left-handed.
Okay. Well, that's a little unfair, then. He could probably take him.
He's
honestly.
left-handed. The odds.
I mean, because he's taking steroids. At some point.
he certainly did.
That's
for like a
that's got to
wrestler,
stick
so.
around and somehow.
It's like how people are saying the Flintstone
Yeah.
gummies I took in '98, ready to fight the coronavirus.
Yeah. It's got to stick.
Yeah,
around
he's
a
just
little
looking for maybe a little boost in popularity.
Yeah, nobody talks about Mickey Rourke anymore because he looks
Never
like
positively.
a scarecrow.
Yeah, he's terrifying. He looks like
He is. You could stick him out in the field, and he'd do a better job.
he's got the strawy hair. I think he kind of looks like if a football had a Make-A-Wish and it wished to be a human. Yeah, he's just looking for some action.
Yeah,
Which
that's what it is.
I found some action this weekend.
He betted.
I did.
I was off. I was off
On a
cruising
Gallivanting
for a bruising.
around the neighborhood on the golf cart.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I bet on some of the UFC fights. Lost twice, won once.
You lost money.
In the whole, what I bet 30,
Mm-hmm.
and then 30,
Then you won 40.
and then
Right.
well, I bet I stood to lose 40, but won like 21.
Oh, so you were in the whole like
Yeah,
60.
Well, no, I
No,
only lost
60. So you were in
like
the whole 40.
Yeah, didn't feel good.
So both nights you bet, which is twice in your life,
yeah,
you came out losing money.
yeah. Part of me though, Jerry, I was like, we're on vacation. Who knows when we'll get to do anything like this
No, it makes
again?
sense.
You know, just go
Yeah,
for it.
I don't know. Maybe I would have too, but I don't know. Good luck. I don't want to get into that.
Oh, sure.
I was going to talk about football, but I don't want to.
It's over.
Possibly, probably. Nothing.
There's
There's not
only-
going to be anything to bet on.
I mean, there's only one team that could save us at this point.
The Washington
The Washington
football
football team.
What if they go under?
Then football is a thing of the past.
I think so too.
And then I guess they'll stretch the baseball season from 508 games to 1,012. And we can be bored for even longer.
Yeah. All right. I'll send it there. It's so sticky.
Yeah, our AC's not working great. Shouts out friends. Shouts out getting to see them for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Shouts out good food. Shouts out Club Shabubi. Shouts out Josh and his shovel. Shouts out you, Jerry, always.
Yeah.
Love you, man.
Love you too.
And shouts out you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Shouts out to Club Shabubi, obviously.
Oh my God.
That was cool. Shouts out south of the border.
Yeah, dude.
That was pretty cool.
It's okay to be a little racist. It's okay to be a
as
little
long as
racist.
you bring people joy, it's okay.
As long as you're getting monetary gain from it,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine to be a little racist.
Yeah. Shouts out people who don't like bestiality. Shouts out to Mickey Rourke.
Ooh.
And because I'd watch that too. And yeah, shouts out you
Thanks,
and
dude.
everybody that listens.
Yeah, that's really exciting. As you watch this girl suck this dog's tongue, I want to remind people of things. As we mentioned many times now, this episode is fully on YouTube as well as wherever you've been listening up until 3 weeks ago.
iTunes, Spotify.
So we do have a favor to ask as far as our YouTube goes, because you guys are very loyal on our where we the audio version. Even if you don't ever plan to watch one of these on YouTube, just go to our YouTube page, subscribe, and then you can turn off notifications if you want. You can completely make it like you don't even subscribe to us, but it would help us out greatly.
Yeah, we'd appreciate it.
So please subscribe to our YouTube. Just search the Greyboys at large. You'll find us. It'll be the same logo as everywhere else.
Yep.
That one.
Yeah.
You'll know that's us. And just please subscribe. That'd be
Hit
a
that
really
button.
big help.
Yeah.
Hit that, slap that subscribe button.
Share with your friends.
Rape that bell.
Thanks to everybody that's been sending us videos. Send us some more if
please
you
do.
find anything. 'Cause-
Especially if it's people like banging animals or something.
Yeah, especially that.
We need to figure it out.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
That's what the animals are saying. All right, buddy. Thanks again, everybody. We love you. We mean it.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you guys.